What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to our channel, Trendline Forex here. It is 18th of September today, it's Wednesday, and as you can see on my screen, we've got the Fed interest rate decision later today. Quite an important event for the market. We're going to see a lot of volatility, and I really hope more people watch this video before they blow up their accounts, because that's what we tend to see every time we've got interest rate decisions, CPI, NFP, high impact news that affect price action, that lead to big spikes and fake moves in the market. That, well, a lot of people are losing their account during events like this. So this is what I'm going to talk about today in this video, and I'm going to keep it short because we looked at price action on gold last week. This is what we do every single week here on this channel. We look at euro dollar, we look at gold and Bitcoin as well, and I'm giving you weekly updates completely for free. So make sure to subscribe to this channel because you don't want to miss that information. But anyways, we're gonna jump over to the gold chart in a second, but what I wanted to talk about is the expectations that we have for that event later today. Now, we already know, and we've known for some time already, that the interest rate is probably going to go from 5.5 down to 5.25%. Now, if that happens, this is going to be no surprise to anybody. So the market we've already seen the reaction of the market based on those figures right here. But what we haven't seen is what's going to happen at the Fed's press conference, which is half an hour after the interest rate decision. And many times you may see the market, let's say, during the Fed's interest rate decision, let's say, start pushing up with a strong impulse, and then half an hour later, before the 1 hour candle closes, we get the press conference, and then we see something like this. Or it could be in the opposite direction. During the interest rate decision, we see a strong impulse to the downside, prices really pushing strong, and then at the press conference, depending on what the board of governors of the Federal Reserve say, we may see price, erasing all those losses made during the interest rate decision, and that could happen in a matter of an hour. So we're looking at one hour candle, which when the Fed interest rate decision drops, that hourly candle, we see a lot of momentum in it. But then half an hour later, the hourly candle hasn't closed yet, and we've got the press conference, which could take all that back. So it really depends. We may see price pushing up without any sort of pullback within that 1 hour. So that's what we need to be ready for. And so it's very important to see what's going to happen during the press conference as well. So all I'm trying to say is that you should not rush your entries. Okay. Now, depending on what kind of comments we see during the press conference, then this is really going to I think determine the move on the majors. Overall, to be honest, I am expecting weak US dollar, which means continuation to the upside here on gold, which also means we could be looking for buying opportunities. Now, if I drop down to the hourly time frame, as you can see, I've got this vertical line on my screen right here. Okay, and this is basically, it basically tells me when when is the exact moment of the news. So I would suggest to each one of you to place a vertical line every time you have high impact news that you expect price action will react to. So I'm expecting to see a big reaction during the news tonight, so that's why I've got the vertical line. I know I can open up my chart, and I know as soon as I see this vertical line and that price is approaching it, I know that there's going to be some sort of a market reaction. Now, I think before the news, we're probably going to continue slightly lower or maybe even trade sideways. But what I want to see during the news is I want to see price pushing down, and then I want to see a good close above. So that means this is going to mean a rejection to the downside, which is also a good buy signal, because we're basically seeing that the market has tried to push down, but all the buyers have entered the market and managed to close price higher. And so if that happens around the level of 2000, let's say 550, 540, anywhere around this area, okay, we're looking at this previous structure right here, if we see a rejection like this, that would be a good buy signal. I will then look for buying opportunities and expect for price to continue higher, breaking above the previous high. Now, the only thing that I'm not going to like is if, let's say, instead of seeing a rejection to the downside and price completing my analysis, well, if let's say we push up, we don't manage to close above the previous high, but instead of that we leave a rejection wick with a candle closing like this. Well, now this is going to be a signal in the opposite direction. It doesn't mean I'm going to be looking to enter a sell trade, but it means I'm going to have to be more patient and wait for another opportunity, because if I see something like this, that probably means the market will form a deeper pullback before it actually continues higher. So that may take a few days, maybe, until next week. Don't really know, but if something like this happens, then I'm just going to sit on my hands and not enter a trade. All I want to see is slightly lower levels where I want to see some rejection. This is going to be my entry signal, and then I'm going to be looking to, continue to the upside. Now, this is what we talked about in the premium channel earlier this morning. We're looking at some other instruments as well, where we've got very similar setups to this one. And I've already laid out the exact levels where I'm looking to enter a trade. So if you want to join and get daily updates on all the setups that I'm looking for here on those pairs on my watch list, then you should join the premium Telegram channel. And there's going to be links in the description below this video. And if you're not sure about that, then just join the free Telegram channel. This is where I'm posting daily updates mainly on euro dollar, but based on the price of the dollar index as well as euro dollar and the majors, you kind of know what's going to happen with the rest of the majors as well. So this is pretty much what I'm looking for here on gold. I want to see this pullback continuing slightly lower, and then I'm going to be looking for entries around the 2,550 level. Make sure to leave a comment below this video. Let me know if that was helpful, and if you are trading gold yourself. And if not, then let me know what else you want to see on this channel. If you've got any pairs that you're interested in, I can give you some trading updates on that as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out all the links below this one, and join our free and our premium Telegram channel as well. Hit that subscribe button. All the best, and I'll see you next time.